This is the Kathryn Dunn Show. With us today we have Don, Sloven, Bull, Matt, and myself. Welcome everyone. Hello and thank you. And let's get right into it with
Whine and Whisper Light ASMR.
where I will be drinking something and you all have to guess what it is based on how it sounds. Are you ready?
Drinking in a thunderstorm. Peanut butter and chocolate soda.
Is it a fire engine?
For those of you at home who guessed water, you're correct.
I was close.
Yeah, it was water. All right, guys, is there anything y'all want to whine about?
Oh, lots of stuff to whine about.
Like what?
Well, it's starting to get colder, so that kind of sucks.
Yeah.
There was a marathon today.
Yeah, did you go?
Oh my god, that's terrible.
They got really hot.
Hot?
Yeah.
Did they
was hot.
overheat?
Yes, they overheated.
Wait, the marathon runners were getting it on?
No, but there was a duck. Which makes me realize it's time for uplifting animal news. But Elaine Vario is not here today. So does anybody here have any uplifting animal news that they'd like to share with anyone? With everyone, rather. No. Well, there's a marathon duck. That happened. I don't know how I feel about it, but there's a duck that runs marathons. You should look it up.
It was a real duck.
Yeah. Little cute little white guy. Little white flappy flap guy.
What I don't understand in the marathon is like, I mean, I get it, like if you're like, running, but if you have to run like with a warrior costume or something, and like everyone else is like dropping all the stuff that they need to drop off, and you're unfortunately doing 26.5 with like a warrior costume, it's like kind of unfair.
Which one is that?
There was a guy running with like full dressed warrior, like medieval soldier with the metal blanket, the thing in it, and all that, like from the Arthur's round table.
Tonight, like today? At the marathon at the New York City, New York.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that sounds like a personal choice, right? Like nobody made him do that, right?
Oh no, no one made him do it. I mean, but it was supposed to be like an advertisement for something, but you had no idea what it was that he was advertising, kind of thing.
So someone did make him do that.
How did the duck do? Do you know what place the duck finished in?
First in my heart. Yeah, especially in the duck division. So.
Is there film at 11?
Is there what?
Film at 11?
Yes, check this out. Now there's put
oh, look at that duck. Oh, wow. He's just quacking right away.
No, for the last couple of years, I couldn't help noticing that ducks have been doing really well at marathons. Like the Chicago Marathon, it's been won by ducks for the last 5 years. I don't know what's going on.
Especially after that story about the illegal duck who jumped onto the subway and went a few stops and then joined, and then everyone kind of went wait a second, that duck wasn't here earlier.
I tell you.
What makes this duck illegal? Just the fact that they didn't pay to get on the train, or?
Well, yeah, he was in the marathon and he jumped out of the marathon, went downstairs, jumped on a subway, went a few stops, and then jumped back into the marathon. Kind of a parable.
Oh, so he's a little cheetah duck.
That is a role model. Yeah.
There's a human who did that also a few years ago.
And they won.
When people train for marathons nowadays, they train for the road race, and then they also train for getting on a subway and then getting off the subway. So it's really like training is like it's really changed the last couple of years. You know, like finding the train station and stuff. You know, it's like you have to work all that in terms of your timing
Right?
for
Yeah, you
finishing
have
the
to
race.
figure out. You have to have the right app as you're running to be able to see when the subway gets to that particular stop.
I was actually at a train station a couple days ago, and there was a marathon runner behind me, but he was really courteous and he let me finish. You know, going through the turnstile, like they're pretty cool. They don't cut. I mean, they're competitive, but they don't cut the line. So I mean, they're just they run in place, and they're respectful.
Is that because they don't want to be told on, or are you allowed to cut like that?
Oh, of course not. You're not allowed to cut like that.
Yeah,
All right.
But
not
now
even
they've got
marathon runners.
this. There's a woman who did that many years ago. I forgot her name. Very famous story, but now you can't do it because it's all computer chipped.
Hmm.
Don't they
Oh
search?
my God! Before they started using computer chips, marathon runners used to run amok. I mean, they were cutting
Yep,
lines at the grocery stores. They
yep,
were cutting lines at the bank. They were hitting people in the back of the head and sprinting down the street and checking their time afterward. I mean, like, thank
terrible.
God we started using microchips because, like, that really put the marathon runners in check.
Well, now you can track all your favorite runners.
If you
See? Yeah.
if you can like go buy groceries and still place in a marathon, you deserve extra points.
Oh my God, yeah.
Time for Tattletales. That's where we all talk shit about our pets. That's right. What have they been up to this week?
Well, it's been a weird couple of days with a lot of handyman type people. So my idiot superintendent, um, as far as I can figure, turned off my electricity yesterday
Oh,
for multiple hours. And then when I came back in, it was completely dark. Like Forger like was a non-entity at that point. It's like, right? It's like I just, Forger, please, I don't know where you are. I can't see you, right? I hope that you're not like underneath my feet. Okay? I can't hear anything. All I got to do is fight with the landlord and fight with the super and fight with someone to be able to turn on my damn electricity. Is
That
that
sucks. Poor thing. How long was Forger home before the lights
So as it turns out, I know because I had to get my cable fixed up again that the cable guy said that the cable was off or my internet was off from 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock. So what's interesting is they know exactly how much time. They know what we're doing.
creepy?
They know that we're on the internet right now.
I just heard myself say creepy twice. That's creepy.
It's creepy, kind of. On the other
my,
hand,
my building engineer is actually standing like 10 feet away from me, watching me and eating popcorn.
are they allowed to
Right
eat
now,
popcorn
can you
on
see
the
them in
job?
your house?
Oh my God, he's right here.
Nice. That's creepy.
What? Unbelievable.
They're not allowed to eat popcorn on the job. You might want to tell him he's going to get in trouble.
That's a hallucinogen. My cat is a monster and I love her, but she is not the best to my doggy, Miss Trix. Tony was kind of just doing the aerial recon, and she is a sociopath because she managed to get exactly under my radar. Like, she did it in exactly my blind spot. All I know is my cat was up, then my cat was down, and my dog was like, oh! So she didn't like whatever the cat did. And it seemed like the cat kind of like came down, but decided to take the scenic route by like attacking my dog in some way. But I'll never know how because she did it so fast, so stealth, and literally under my nose.
Your
I-
your
That's why
cat your cat might actually be a ninja. I mean, there's a possibility.
Yeah, she
that's
is.
why Forger is named Forger, because I had two cats. One was Wiley and the other one was Forger. And Wiley would, every time that I would turn my back, Wiley would do stuff. And then Forger would get caught in what it was that Wiley was doing and get in trouble for it.
Hmm.
Cutie.
Oh my God. There used to be a mouse in my apartment. I had no idea that Mitzi could do karate. But she got up on her hind legs and she was just like, meow. Oh my God. But the mouse held his own. And I was just, so I asked the building engineer, like, can I have some popcorn? Can we both just eat popcorn and watch? And he was like, oh yeah, okay, sure. And so it was incredible, cats and mice. I mean, who knew?
There's a lovely improviser named Drew. I don't know if you know her, that has a lovely mouse that like she would have on her shoulder in all the different improv jams and stuff like that. And just passed away just a little while ago, and she is besides herself.
Oh, that's sad.
It is
Mm.
sad.
Please show me a
But she,
picture. I want to see this
she
this
gets through
mouse.
it.
That's so sad. I'm sorry that your mouse passed away. I don't think you're watching, but if you ever see this, I'm sorry about that. That's sad.
Yeah. I don't know if I have any pictures of her. Maybe in screenshots. I'll look. Let me see.
Well, thanks for
Maybe.
ending that on a high note. Now it's time for.
Ooh, that reminds me.
And the word to get started is fuchsia. Fuchsia that reminds me of these plants that I went to. I want to say it was just like Home Depot with my grandmother years ago, and they were these really cool plants that had like a purple skirt under like a giant purple, I don't even know, it looked like something a Cinderella might wear, or like the stepsister, because it's got like those I don't know, those like poofs for like the butt. I don't know. I don't know what it's called. I should. But yeah, they're really pretty. I think they're called fuchsia. I don't think they're bleeding hearts. They could be either. But yeah, that's when I started getting into plants.
Hmm.
Yeah, flowers remind me of those like on the side of the road. They let the grass grow really high and they don't pull the weeds. And sometimes I'm driving past these areas and I'm just like, you know, I'm kind of tempted to like do some gardening, and kind of just all it takes is like a couple of hours, and that little plot of land could look good for a couple months.
Ooh, that reminds me that the Daffodil Project gives away daffodils, and you can just get them and then plant them, and you can give them to people. You can get like a lot, or you can get a reasonable amount. I got a mildly unreasonable amount, and now we need to plant them. But Bull did plant some today. Anyway, how exciting is that you can do that to like beautify the
Yeah,
world?
yeah, daffodils remind me of those gardens, those public gardens that they have in cities where people can, plant flowers and vegetables. I mean, it's just cool having green spaces in a city. It's nice. It's just nice that it's not all sidewalks and buildings. I mean, you need some greenery too.
That reminds me of the beginning of the pandemic, and I was taking these classes, like all of the classes, like every single Zoom class that I could think of. And one of them was, many of them, but one of many of them had to do with gardening. And I think that's where I learned foodscape, for like landscape you can eat. And I don't know if that's the word, because in 2020 that word blew my mind, and now I'm just like, whatever, it's a foodscape, obviously.
Hmm.
Years ago, I was living at the youth hostel in Berkeley, California, and we had an organic garden, and we were actually able to feed those folks every single night. Plus, we would also run around to trash cans and pick up all of the, not trash cans, like store, grocery store trash cans, and pick up that stuff. And we would get seeds, and we would make granola
Hmm.
and all kinds of stuff.
That reminds me. Someone mentioned a while ago that like Dunkin' Donuts, they have to throw that stuff out like every night,
Yep.
and like a lot of places. I mean, like they promise fresh food. So I think if they don't serve it, by the end of the day, I mean, it's
What do
like
you do with it?
I guess they throw it out, and it's like it's only half a day old.
I know in New York they literally put bleach on it, so people won't go into it.
Yeah, because it like got people sick or something, right? And or somebody sued, and they're like, "You're not gonna do that again. Fuck you. We poison the food because we're assholes."
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know that. Maybe yes, I don't disagree that that's what happened, but they definitely do that. Almost every single restaurant does that.
Yeah, everyone's an
Certainly in
asshole,
New
so
York.
nobody wins. Speaking of,
What now?
where we bring you a completely random and anonymous couple's gripes and have you settle it. Okay, today I have one from one of our readers. They sent in an anonymous letter, and the question is, hypothetically speaking, if you are on the phone and your partner has to use the bathroom and you're in the bathroom, not using the bathroom in that way, but you're in the bathroom on the phone, should your partner maybe give you a heads up before coming in, making pee sounds and flush sounds and all sorts of bathroom sounds while you're trying to have a conversation? Or in general, should maybe your partner not make all of those noises while you're on the phone with anybody ever?
Well, I I'm confused. They're in the bathroom
Yeah.
and you're out of the bathroom.
So like partner one is in the bathroom on a phone, and then partner two is like, "Oh, I gotta use the bathroom. I might as well just come in, say nothing, and use it
Got gotta
Loud.
let them use the bathroom.
loudly."
Well, okay. So why was someone in the bathroom using the phone? Like, why couldn't they be somewhere else using the phone?
Well, there are other
'Cause
things you can do in
it's
a
2020.
bathroom that are not pooping and peeing.
Hmm.
You could do
So
your hair in the
this is
bathroom, your makeup, your teeth, your lots of things. Wash your hands. Get ready in the
I think
light.
the person who needs to poop gets priority.
I would think,
Okay, it's not
because
like a
you
priority
can
thing.
only
It's more of a
you can only
communication thing. Should they just come in and do it? Like, I have to poop, or should they be like, hey, and then the person who's in there can leave and give them the bathroom to then make all of the fucking noise they need to make?
Well, I think a bathroom is for pooping, So I think that the pooper has the right of way.
Yeah, I agree. The pooper has the right of way for sure.
Well, I like the statement, but you're both wrong. And that wasn't the question. It was more about noise. It wasn't about who gets to use the bathroom. It's about, are you allowed to come in and make fucking bathroom noise while somebody's on the phone? No. The answer is no. Let a girl know to mute a thing. Okay. And now,
So,
On this day in history, nothing was solved.
with Matt.
Boy. All right. Well, in 1975, the Sex Pistols had their first performance in St. Martin's College in London. Everyone went to go see the Sex Pistols play, so nothing was solved on this day in 1975.
All right, guys, on this day in history, apparently the Sex Pistols played for the first time.
Yep, it was their first performance.
What were you trying to say, Don, before that happened?
no, nothing. No,
Okay.
I'm actually trying to find the Drew picture, but I can only put it in chat, and I don't know if we have permission to. I'm sure she doesn't care, but I put it into the chat. So did that work?
Very exciting. Let's all look at it. The people at home can experience.
This
us
is
looking
a
at it.
woman who's truly in love with her mouse. R.I.P.
It's not opening. Oh wait, yes it is.
Can we have some sad mouse music?
Well, that mouse no longer exists, but the
That's
love
a rat, right?
of a mouse. Yeah, it's a rat. It's a rat.
Okay, so why are you calling it a mouse?
I never thought about it that way. I don't know. How would I don't know.
Well, anyway, that's
All
a
I know is-
very pretty little
Okay.
blondie.
The point of the story is that it's not about the pooping, it's about the sound being made. The point of the story is this is a woman who has a tremendous love for that mouse. Rat.
It's a rat. And it's a
It's a
beautiful rat. And Drew, I'm
beautiful
very
rat.
sorry that you lost your rat. Your rat seemed very beautiful and very
Yeah.
personable and sweet. Was it a girl? Was it a boy? What was it?
I don't know. I don't know.
Find out next week if it has girl face or boy face. Okay. This has been the Kathryn Dunn Show. Check us out wherever we are, doing whatever we do. And you've all been amazing. Thank you and good night. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.